My brother used to tell me that men shouldn't take warm baths. I don't want us to be cancelled.
Black people will never go to the door. If they see a door open like a bit, they'll be like, nah.
No, I am very good at damage control. It's one of my specialties.
You know who believes it's flat? I know deep down you don't believe it's flat. You know it. No.
What's happening around the world? Ashwagandha. Where do we get what is red in the shell? Ashwagandha, ashwagandha, ashwagandha. What's new, brand new, give me hope. Ashwagandha, ashwagandha. With the updates, that's how we roll.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Ashwagandha. We're standing on business episode after episode. Thank you so much for the support, guys. We've seen the comments and the likes. Thank you so much. So it's your boy Skip, and besides me it's Gigi, and we have our Mr. Anonymous.
Man.
I actually thought that I should give some of the information about you. He's an ogre, so he's Mr. Ogre from now on, right? Yeah, Mr. Ogre in the background. So how have you been? How was your week?
It was so stressful. I've been going to uni. It's been a lot. It's only the first week, but I feel like I've been going for like a whole year. But it's only been the first week. Waking up at 9 a.m. Going class after class. It's been a lot. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Oh, for my engineering students, I think it's just
so you had to tell them what you do. What are you trying to prove here?
Man, that I'm smart and I'm doing engineering.
You're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to. What are you trying to prove?
I'm trying to say that I'm an engineer in the
making. Now I cannot tell them what I'm
fourth year.
But now I cannot tell them what I'm studying.
No, everything matters.
I am not going to tell you. So as for me, I have been home. So thing is, I've been working a lot during summer. So I just dedicated this week to relaxing and catching a breath. Yeah,
yes, you should. You deserve it.
I've been just chilling at home, Netflix and chills, So that's what's happening.
Yeah, I know, because going to uni is so. I wake up at 9 a.m. the whole day. Sometimes
next week I'm starting.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
I'm so stressed. I think
we all know that you're not gonna go to school.
Yeah, you're not gonna go to school.
Oh, it's only for the first week, but I'm a serious student.
Yeah,
I'll be going.
I'll give you that.
I try. I'll be going. I'll actually be going.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
So this episode, I wanted us to discuss some guilty pleasures. Do we have guilty pleasures?
Guilty pleasures.
Can you think of anything that you like, but you don't want people to know?
Yours?
Guilty pleasures.
Expose yourself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
I want you to expose yourself. I feel like you have the craziest shit to say.
No, I don't even have crazy shit, but I think I have some things that I can share with you guys. So recently I have been... Okay, these guilty pleasures I'm going to give you, they're all recent because I've just recently got to that. So I've been enjoying warm showers, like warm baths.
Mister, I only take cold showers.
Yeah, because I've been taking cold showers ever since I was born, and
a man.
Yes, my brother used to tell me that men shouldn't take warm baths. So then, I take it as a guilty pleasure.
What? Because men are not supposed to take cold. You're not supposed to enjoy warm showers.
Yeah, we're not even supposed to take cold showers in the first place.
Why? What's the logic? Because that's my daily routine.
Oh!
It doesn't matter.
So it's normal?
It's normal.
Thank you so much for confirming that. So
I burn my skin every single day. Doesn't matter the weather.
I think other people would disagree. I think other men would disagree because, apparently, cold showers, it's a man.
I'm not an athlete, so
Nah,
So
just
if
as
you
in-
agree, then it's no longer a guilty pleasure. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
me, my guilty pleasure, one of them, right, would be that I like watching cartoons. Not anime, not like the adult cartoons, like
Hentai?
actual cartoons like from Nickelodeon and Disney Channel type shit. Like I like watching Ladybug.
Oh, but
Ladybug.
that's not deep. I also watch cartoons.
What cartoons did you watch? Because you watch adult ones or like anime. That's different from watching like
Oh,
actual kids cartoons. Like
yeah, Ladybug is
what
too
else can
much.
I think about? Sophia. I don't know if it's called Sophia the Princess, but like there's something called. I think people will know it. Like I like watching actual kids.
But we
cartoons.
can understand you because it's not that deep.
Something
Like
like-
a girl watching cartoons, right? It's not that
Something
deep.
like Tom and
No,
Jerry
don't
or
don't
Bob the
don't
Builder.
genderize it. It's me. I like
Ben
watching
10.
cartoons. I
I'm not
like
gonna
watching
say
kids
anything
stuff.
else because I don't want us to be cancelled. 'Cause if
Yeah,
I
you
keep
better
on-
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I actually like watching cartoons, guys. I like watching Miraculous Ladybug. I like watching those princess stuff. I don't know why. But like it's comforting or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So recently, please remember, recently, I have started like watching reality TV shows.
Or which ones in particular?
Love Island, Love is Blind. I mean, that shit is actually entertaining.
But you
It's
men mostly
entertaining.
think it's like cringy and stuff, right? But it's actually entertaining.
Let me take
you
this
watch
time
Love
to.
Island.
Yes.
I
As a
do.
guy, bro.
I do.
Yes.
Thing is, you have to give it time. If you just start watching it, you'll be amazed.
I don't think I have the patience to try that, honestly.
No, it's so interesting, guys. Like
I used to be like you.
it's so interesting. I
understand.
promise
But
you, like
if you just start watching it,
you
I
won't
don't think
stop.
I'll be able to give it a fair chance.
No, you have to
because
like
from
just sit down and watch one episode, right? You want to know what happens on the next one.
deep
I
rabbit.
promise
Okay,
you.
it's
Or
fine.
who will win at the end? You want to know because
I would watch one episode and I would tell you how it went.
Exactly. Watch. We Love Island or Love is Blind. I think
Love
Love Island is
Love
like
Island
more
is more
interesting.
interesting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, like people be going through the most. I want to say the most, but like it's more realistic. Because Love is Blind is literally about people who haven't seen each other and they're dating through walls. So maybe you might not find that like very realistic, but like
marrying someone you've never seen, like you don't know how they look, you just propose to them.
Yeah, like you
And
talk
then find
through
out
you
after.
talk through a pod, you're like talking and talking and talking and talking,
Yeah.
and then you're like, nah, this is the one, and then you propose, and then after you propose and the girl says yes, that's when you see each other.
her.
Okay, sounds a little bit interesting. I would give it a fair chance, guys. So
Okay.
But
I'll
do
let
you
know
think
Please
Love
do.
is actually blind?
Yeah, Love is Blind.
Love is blind.
Yeah, I would say so. Love is Blind.
Like physical aspects are not part of it. Like how you're physically attracted to the next person is not. It's besides the point.
Yes. Because for me, right, I don't fall in love with people because of their physical appearance. Personally speaking, I know my Mr. Oga will beg to differ, but for me, I would say I don't just look at the physical appearance. I also consider the way you think.
But can you
I would
admit that like the physical appearance is like the first thing that would like even make you to start getting to know someone? Like would you just start getting to know someone you are not physically attracted to?
You know, honestly, for me, I think I would agree on him. I would agree with him.
I have to hear what you think.
Because honestly,
first.
me personally, like emotional attraction builds physical attraction. So like I have to be attracted to you emotionally before I even start thinking about
No, guys, but like listen to me, like you're single, right? And you're looking for someone. How do you pick a person to go to get to know emotionally? Because you don't know that person, right? You're just like they're just people and you're trying to look for someone. You go to someone who you're physically attracted to and then start getting to know them emotionally. Can you admit that?
Yeah, I think you have a point, and you are right. I don't disagree with
She's
that.
right.
But I think
Something
based
draws you
on
to someone.
preference. Because for me, I think I would really like look at your physical appearance and this. I would try to talk to you and then monitor
First.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
About your
what
mind
brings
first.
you to start talking to that person? Because you don't know them. Because you're saying you get attracted to emotions and how a person is. But at the end of the day, this is a stranger. How do you get to know to that person? How do you pick which person in a room full of girls? How do you pick this one is the one I want to know personally and emotionally?
Why are you doing this?
It's physical
wait.
appearance. I want you guys
Why
to
is she
admit.
doing this?
I want you guys to admit that physical appearance
I
is
don't
a
want
thing.
to- I don't
It's
want
not
to-
the I believe you guys when you say it's not the only thing, but you have to admit that like something draws you to someone and it has to be physical appearance because these are strangers you don't know. Let's say you're in a bar.
Okay.
How do you go pick someone?
Okay. We look at some features. Okay.
Exactly.
Understand?
So
Some
what's
features,
your type?
Some features. Okay. So do you have another guilty pleasure?
I think okay
It's
for
creepy.
me, right? Another guilty pleasure is like watching sad movies that like most people say they would cry to and then I don't cry to them. Like I like watching sad movies to see if I'll cry or not. And then most of the time I don't cry and then I feel satisfied that like maybe I'm not so
I'm also like that. I'm not gonna judge you on this. I'm also like
You
that.
cry.
we don't.
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah, like we
Like
try.
we try
We
watching
look for. Yeah, we actually ask people
what
what
movie
movies
is
have
so
you
sad
watched? What's
and
the
then we
saddest
watch
movie?
it and
Like,
we don't cry and then we feel satisfied that we didn't cry like we are strong emotional beings.
What
I mean
about-
but that's bad though. We should like
What
learn to
about
be
the
I
more
don't know. Is it our
sympathetic.
problem or the
Yeah, I
movies
think we
are
should be
actually
because the
sad?
people we ask say that they're sad and that they've cried and then we don't feel anything. Like I remember there's one we actually laughed and we're like, where is the sad part going to come in?
Where is
That's
the
so
sad part?
bad.
We finished the
That's
whole
so
movie.
bad.
What about
Waiting
horror?
for the
What
sad
about horror
part.
movies? Does it scare you guys? Bro.
Me low key for me, right? The reason why I don't like horror movies is because like the plot is always the same. Like white people just go where they're not supposed to go to, and then they see ghosts or monsters.
You know,
Like if it
That's
was
not
me,
true.
black people will never go to the
No,
danger.
never.
If they see a door,
U10, we
if
go.
they see a door open like a bit, they'll be like, nah.
Who
Nah, who
And we'll
did?
go.
deep,
White people
We
will
don't wait for any
watch
explanation
there and they
whatsoever.
go to the danger. Like
Nah,
that's
okay.
every horror movie. A white person going to where the fuck they're not supposed to go to. So I don't like I don't really like horror movies. Like the plot is always the same. White people go where they're not supposed to go to, and then they see ghosts or monsters or some shit. But they are scary though. I don't like seeing
Some
scary
horror
stuff.
movies be actually getting to me though sometimes. I
know.
forget.
Yeah,
There's
no,
this
they
one
can
called.
be
There's this one
scary.
called A Quiet Place. Have you ever watched it?
Quiet place.
I've watched it.
How is it?
It's so lame, bro. There was nothing scary about it. I think one of the scariest horror movies I've watched recently is Sijin.
I've never
And
watched
apparently
it.
people are saying that if you watch that, you would have an element of possessions. You'll be seeing things and then you'll be having nightmares.
Oh, I
But
can't
I've
watch
watched
that.
it unfazed. I didn't feel anything. Because for me, like, it's just on the screen. Like, this is not fucking real. It's on the screen. So
No,
like,
you're
why
not
should I
supposed
be
to do that.
scared?
None of the movies are real. You're supposed to just relate to them somehow.
You know?
That's the only way you enjoy it. How about that one you watched about like demons and I don't know what was it called?
Oh. Nah, we can't remember.
I will
We
never
won't.
remember.
Yeah,
the
we
name.
will never.
But like,
remember.
bruh, I was like, are they like maybe I'm possessed at this point because like that kid was getting possessed like for real, and like I'm a Christian. I like grew up like you're not supposed to watch these things because like things will go wrong. I was like, I had a good prayer at night because I don't like horror movies, especially the ones that are like about demons possessing people. That's where I draw the line because those things I believe they are real.
Yeah. So I just started to think about something when we were discussing about the guilty pleasures. Yeah. Embarrassing moments. Do you have embarrassing moments? Have you ever done something that would make
I
you want to be
mean,
buried at that time?
no, but mine are not that deep though. Like,
Give
but
us
they
something.
are embarrassing.
Give us
Like,
something.
Give us
okay,
your best.
no, I can't give you my best, but I can give you things I remember right now on the top of my head. Like, there's so many times, right, when I go to school and I'm trying to like be on time, and I run for the fucking bus or the train, and it leaves me. And I feel like I have a very funny run, like the way
And you try to catch up
I
with
feel
the
like the way
time.
I'll be running is the most like weirdest and
Leave that thing
funniest
for
shit you
white
see.
people. Like, us blacks cannot be running, chasing a
I
bus.
ran
We
for the
can.
train. I
I
ran
will
for
never
the
do
train.
that.
And
I
there's this
would
one
never do
time
that.
I ran, right? And it literally just closed up in my face. And then now I have to stand there with the other people who saw me doing this weird run, and like I just have to wait. I just have to wait 5, 6 more minutes for the next train and bus.
Because like the fucked up part, right? If it actually leaves you,
Because it will.
it will.
Like, but for
I
the
don't try that
for
shit.
the most part, it works out for me. But there've been 1 or 2 times where it does not work out for me, and then like I'm just there, like it's embarrassing as fuck. I can't lie. And what else can I think about? There's a time, right? I smiled at someone. I thought they were smiling at me, but they were not. Cause like I like they are right there, right? I'm walking like this. They are coming like this. They are smiling. I'm also like. And then they're not smiling at me. And then I look back, I see there's someone else black behind me, and then they are smiling and hugging each other. I'm like, dang,
Girl,
that was not for me.
I think that's a better situation. Like mine is actually similar to yours. But then what I did, right? I saw someone, right? And they looked like someone I know. Like their face, they look the person's face, right? It looked like someone I know. And then I started waving and walking towards the person, right? But when I got closer to the person, I noticed that this person is
It's
not the
not the
person
one.
that I thought he was, right? And then like I am very good at damage control.
Yes,
It's one of my it's
sir.
one of my it's one
You
of my
have to master
specialties.
that.
It's one of my specialties, yeah. And I was like, no, I know you from somewhere. I know you, guy. You look familiar.
You
I know you
stuck to
from
your
somewhere,
story.
but I cannot remember where exactly I know you. But I know you, right? And then yeah, I just finished that. But deep inside, I felt so embarrassed.
Shit.
It was very embarrassing for me.
That's deep. But yeah, like I can't think of like really deep things that I've probably been through a lot, and then my mind convinced me to forget about them.
That happens to me.
Because like my memory is so bad, but I feel like there are some things I remember, and there are some things I choose to be like, nah, never.
Okay, so
Also,
once I walked into a glass door.
I have, but it was in our house, so it was like
Oh, it wasn't that deep. It
embarrassing
wasn't
because it
embarrassing.
was me, myself, and I.
Yeah,
So
it's actually the UK. It
there was
happens. It
there was
happens.
there's this embarrassment I had when I was in primary school, and I know for a fact that I always live with it. It's always in my mind. I cannot even forget it if I want to. So what happened was, there's this girl in my school that had a crush on me. You understand? And then I was in primary, by the way. So like eventually, like we became friends, like, and then we started to get close. You understand? And then we like started developing feelings for each other. So there was a time during the break time from school, like I was eating in a obscure place like that, because I like to sit alone and just eat by myself. So, and then her and two of her friends were like,
Do you like sitting
"Bro,
alone, or people don't sit with you? Like it's
no, no,
something.
I love it. I actually isolate myself. I
Okay.
leave it. That's how I was before, but not anymore. You understand? Because
Okay.
before I always believed that I can survive myself, but that's impossible. So I was eating alone, and then her and her two friends were walking around the school, and then they ended up where I was, and then they just looked at me, and I was dipping my hand inside the food, taking big chunks of them. stuffing it into my mouth. Like my mouth was so full, and then they just arrived, and then they there, and then they just saw me. And then they just laughed and they ran away. I was like, what happened? Then I just dropped my food and I started walking around the school and I eventually found them in their class. Then I was like, I actually myself. I don't want anyone to see me. But you guys came and then you watched me eating food and you laughed at me and you left. Blah blah blah. I was just saying random shit, and then the unthinkable happened. I just started shedding tears. Why would you look at me?
Shedding
Why would
tears.
you do that?
That was probably the worst part of it all.
Like I was crying for real. Tears
Brother is a pussy.
on my
He's
cheeks,
a pussy.
bruh.
He's a pussy.
I'm telling you. Up until today, like I still relieve that moment once in a while. It was so fucking
because
embarrassing,
shedding tears
bruh.
is some next
I
level.
cried like a bitch. I cried like a baby.
That's
It was
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, so thinking of conspiracy theories. Let's talk about conspiracy theories. Do you have any conspiracy theories that you know, like specific
Me,
conspiracy theories?
the one I can think about on the top of my head right now is like how people never actually went to the moon or to space. Specifically, right now, right? There are people who went to space and then they are like, apparently they are stuck in space. Like there's some complication or whatever that's like stopping them from coming back to Earth, and then they'll be doing like these like interviews and like live streams up there in space.
Okay, so
But like when I see the TikToks, it looks like it's a green screen. Like they're just, it doesn't look real. So I feel like it's all
so what do you believe? Do you actually believe that people went to the moon?
maybe not.
What do you believe? You believe that no one went to the moon?
Yeah.
All those pictures were fake.
Yeah.
Okay, it's what you think.
I think I kind of like I think I'm on her side when it comes to that. Do you understand?
Why?
Because you saying that we went to the moon how many times? Like I think it was more, maybe 7 or 9.
Yeah,
And then
apparently
you
we've
know,
been
and
there
then
a
like after
lot
how
of
many
time.
years, you're not telling us that you've lost that technology.
Yeah, because
That's one
why
thing.
aren't people going right now?
That's one thing. And
For me, I don't believe anything. It's just that's how I operate. I
and
don't.
you know one thing.
Why
I don't
don't
believe
you believe anything?
because these people have been. You know the people I'm talking about. They've always been deceiving us for a very long time. So I just told myself, nah, brother, don't believe in anything.
But the thing is,
Save
right?
yourself from disappointment and shit.
For me, the only reason why I don't believe it is because maybe the moon, people have been there. I don't, that one I can't speak to. But the space thing, this specific one I'm talking about, I swear those TikToks look like green screens. That's the only reason why I don't believe they went there. But like in terms of like the technology and the capability of them going there, I think like we are, like as humans, we are very advanced enough to go up there.
So if we have the technology, so why don't you
things.
believe that we went there? If we can.
For
If we feel
that
like we have
particular reason, the TikToks that I see, right, they really seem like they're green.
But you
screen.
also believe that the technology that we have, we can actually go to the moon.
Yeah.
So why don't you believe that we can? We went.
That's
to
what
the
I
moon?
keep saying for right now, right?
It's just the
space-
TikTok.
Yes, they look like green screens, bro. Like it does not look real at all.
And you know, back then, like the technology was
And then
not as
exactly, and
sophisticated
then
as
back then it wasn't as that's what
Okay, if
Mr.
you say
Anonymous
that,
is
yeah.
saying. It wasn't. But right now,
Mr.
as it
Oga.
is, right now as it is, right,
Yeah.
we can go anywhere. We can do anything. I mean, AI, like the fact that people have like developed. I mean, you know me. I'm an engineer, computer engineer. I know these
Please,
things.
can you
exist.
stop?
I know these things exist. They're real. Like we can do like a lot of things. So I'm sure they've gone there. So I don't know why, if they didn't actually go there, they would make up that they went there. Because, bro, it looks like green screen. Those TikToks look like green screens. Like
So with the technology that we have now,
Yeah.
do you believe that we can actually
We
go
can
to
do anything.
I know the funny part is like everything else has been developing and evolving. Everything has been progressing. Aside from that, you want to tell me that in the 1960s you managed to go to the moon, and then today in 2024, when we have the most
We
advanced,
can't go.
you can, and you're telling us that you can
Brother
use
is
technology. It
giving
doesn't make
dates.
sense at all.
Brother is giving dates.
Because they are there.
Mr. Oga is
One
well
fish,
informed.
another fishy thing is that everything that has to do with the astronauts landing in the moon has been uh, vanished, has been deleted out of the record. There's not a single record that proves
It's just so
that states that people have
sus.
gone to the moon. Do you understand? All the video evidence have been deleted.
Very suspicious.
But I know maybe they've been. What I believe is they've been to space, but I don't think they've been like past our what is it called Earth radius. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because another thing that you need to put into consideration is the benevolent radiation. Do you understand? It's kind of a belt that like protects. Is it the sunlight? Like it's a radiation,
Wait, the ozone layer.
not the ozone layer. It's a radiation, like
Because brother is talking about like
Yeah.
protecting us from the sun with the ozone layer.
exactly. So you cannot tell me that human beings would survive that kind of radiation. Like it doesn't make sense. And you know, there's another
Oh.
thing. There's this document that was at that time when they were going to the moon that recorded every distance they've covered from Earth to the moon, and now you cannot find it anywhere. Do you understand? And like what Grace said, if you watch their interview and like pay attention to their demeanor, you understand, you would smell something fishy. There's something of like they are there, but they don't seem like they belong. You understand? None of them looked confident.
Mr. Oga, what I got from this discussion that we had, right? You were saying with the technology that we have now, we can actually go to the moon, right? But you don't believe that back then we could go to the moon. Okay, so that's good. That let me just say out my own conspiracy theory. Do you believe that the Earth is flat or spherical?
This is definitely spherical. There's no two
Definitely,
ways about it.
I think that's
This is called the flat Earth
feasible.
theory.
Bro,
Because
it's like
some people believe that the
anyone who
Earth is
believes
flat.
it's flat. I know deep down you don't believe it's flat. There's no way.
But what is actually proved that it
Bro,
is
like-
But like people,
spherical?
like I mean, astronauts went to the Earth orbit during this time, like, and they live streamed, and I
Yeah.
think there's more evidence for us to believe.
And just like
Yeah.
the way like airplanes, the trajectory of airplanes, they don't move like
Straight.
flatly. They move like
the Earth is
around the earth.
Hmm.
Like
So there's no doubt
the
about
earth is fake or definitely, like, for sure. No, there's no way it's flat. I mean, if it
the people that believe that Earth is flat, like really shocked me.
yeah, like wait,
How
did you
that
get
from?
there?
Where did you get that? How did you get there from in the first
I mean, like,
Because
when
like
you,
so
when you
you
go on,
saying like earth is just like this. Like how
when you
long?
go
How
on
long would it be to
the
be
thing
flat?
is, right, when you go on the internet, right, every conspiracy theory is factual,
Everything is on the
facts.
internet.
It's facts that bake them. So
Everything
you can
is on the
actually, they can
internet.
actually make you believe what they are saying. So
Every-
you
me
can't
tell you
blame the
something.
people that actually believe that.
It's a lie. But there's this thing. When you tell lies enough, it will become the truth. People will start believing in it.
Yeah.
Once you tell enough lies, countless times over and over again, people will start to believe that.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Also,
The more
For sure.
people consume
everything,
something,
anything
the
you
more
want
they
to find, anything you want to find on the internet, you will find it. Anything you search for, it will be there. It's just yeah.
Damn, I'm feeling hungry. I'm so hungry.
food.
I'm so hungry. Anyway, do you have?
That's what you
These
get.
are your
Please stop
food.
exposing me.
You guys fast,
Stop,
nigga. You
stop,
want to become fast.
stop it.
Hey,
Okay, people.
my guy's talking about food.
Right.
Can I just ask our viewers, does anyone think that I'm fat?
But you're gaining weight.
You look
though.
like
You're gaining weight, my
a
brother.
big hunk of chocolate.
Tell them
Eventually,
I am.
you would get fat.
I am
Eventually.
physically fit
As
and
long
my
as you keep
body
your
is very
diet.
attractive. I don't want to describe the person talking behind the scenes because it will be very good. Anyway, do you have another conspiracy theory that you think that you can?
No,
think
I
of
can't
right
think
now?
of anyone right now.
You can think of anything.
Do you have one?
Do you believe that the Illuminati is there? The secret
Yes,
society.
definitely.
Why do you believe that is there?
Because anyway, where there's some form of good, and surely there's some form of bad. I'm a Christian. I'm a strong believer in God, the Bible, everything like to do with it. So and so I think there are evil forces that try to prevail and whatnot. Illuminati being one of them, especially in the Hollywood scene. I think like is the thing is real.
The only reason why I got to believe that Illuminati is there is because, but some of the people actually confessed that there
They
is
A
a
lot of
yeah,
celebrities
society,
that were
exactly.
in
a lot of
Hollywood.
There are
celebrities,
also
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
there are also people
I
who
mean, there's so
openly
many people
say
who
it.
openly say that.
It's real. We have
Yeah, it
enough
has
reason
to
to
be.
believe that
It
it's
is.
But like, there's a possibility for them to lie,
For
Why?
what
For
though?
what?
Because if anything, like
making
saying something like that only like makes people like question your. Because the people who have come open about it will be saying like they sold their soul
to the devil.
to the devil, and those people are successful. So the only conclusion is they sold their souls, and then that's what makes them like progress and whatnot and whatnot. So I wouldn't see a reason why someone would come in the open to lie about that when it's making them successful. Literally, like it only like degrade their success, because we'll be like, okay, so you only made it because you joined, the whatnot. Yeah. So I think it's the like I'm a strong believer in there are so many forces we are fighting against that we don't know about and
Yeah.
that we don't really understand, but like it's the yeah.
Alright. Anyway, we didn't play a game today.
What are we playing today?
Would you rather? Would you rather? So, Mr. Oga is gonna ask us some questions. Would you rather? Yeah, and we have to answer what we think.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna play a game. Would you rather? I think everyone is familiar with that.
Yeah.
So um so would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power? That's a tough one.
Power.
No, it's not even a tough one. Can I start?
Power.
Okay, go on.
Power comes with respect, right? So I'm gonna get unlimited power because eventually I will get the respect. If I get the power, I'll get the respect.
Yeah, I agree. I also like choose power because, like, to be fair, me personally, okay, let me not use that word, but I don't.
Which
I'm not.
word? What word?
I can't use it.
What word?
I'm not bothered about like people respecting me or caring about me. I just want to be up there living my life. So I choose power. And like what you said, I feel like once you have power, people
You get the
really
respect.
care and respect for
Respect
you
comes
because
very,
you
very
have
easy.
power. Yeah. It follows, respect will follow. Whether they mean it genuinely or just to like kunyengerera or something, at the end of the day you will have like respect from people. So like yeah, I would rather have power for sure. No two ways about it.
Imagine having an unlimited power. I think
Exactly.
we can all agree on
And
that.
the amount
I
of
can
things
do
I would
whatever
do.
the fuck I want. I
Exactly.
can even create my own religion.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
and
You
let
can
people
do
worship me.
anything.
For
You can
sure.
literally do anything.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with a lot of regrets?
Live to 100 with no regrets.
Oh yeah, I'd rather live to 100 with no regrets. No.
Yeah, I also agree with that because, like, yeah, I just agree because generally I just want to live for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't want to die early or die young without experiencing everything that I want to experience. So I need 100 years for me.
And I feel like after 100 years, right? Like the things you would like regret maybe when you're like 20 something, and you find a way of like compensating for what you regretted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it will like still be fulfilling at the very end.
Mhm.
Like that's my take on it. Rather than like just 20 years with no regrets. Like what's the point of the 20 years then? It's too short to like experience life in its fullest.
In its fullest.
I'd rather like just learn as I go, have regrets, and then like fix whatever I did wrong in a certain period of time in the next period of time. Ndichigwena, ndasvika 100.
If you hurt someone, ask for forgiveness, going on and on. But yeah, so in our country, there's been something.
Oh, hold on. I have one left.
So
and
we
I
have
have
to
a
cut
confession that I actually want you guys to listen to. So after this, I want to read you a confession.
After this,
after,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So would you rather give up your cell phone for a month or bathing for a month?
What?
Or bathing, bathe.
Bathing,
Yeah.
bathing.
Yeah, bathing.
Okay.
My phone.
Would you rather give up your phone for
My
a month
phone.
or
would you rather give up your cell phone
My
for a
phone.
month?
or
Yeah,
bathing?
My phone.
for a month.
My phone. My phone.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
microphone.
Brother, I cannot even like finish a whole day. Just 24 hours without
Exactly.
taking it about
Well,
like,
Like
I don't
feel
feel
like
com-
shit. Like
I don't feel
can't live.
comfortable. Like I can't even like interact with people. Like
Exactly.
how can you even go to people?
Forget about like interacting. Like you yourself, like you feel like I start feeling uncomfortable. Like myself, I feel like my whole body is about to.
Do you know the body? The
disintegrate.
body is actually part of the excretion
I
system.
think for women it's different because I think women.
Yeah,
really
maybe
need to,
because
like,
I can't.
No, it's not only for
literally
women.
cannot
I am telling you that I have to
Men
bath.
can easily stay like a month.
Not me,
without-
not me. Thing is, right? The skin is also part of the excretory system, right? You sweat. You actually no, I cannot do that.
I would rather give up my
Nah,
phone.
it's not only for women.
Like it
I
would
cannot
be
do
a
that.
hard thing to give up my phone, but I would rather because my sanity won't allow me. It's not bad for a man.
For a month. Nah. I'm a guy though. Maybe I'm different. Maybe it's different for me, but I
But
cannot.
guys, staying for a month without a phone would be a terrible experience.
No,
trust
take
me.
it. Take it. Take it.
Because
So which one would you choose? You yourself.
I'm not even sure, but I think I'm more inclined to giving up birthing. But I can stay at home and like, bro, see, I make money with my phone. Without my phone, I wouldn't be able to do anything at all. I wouldn't be able to access my money. I wouldn't be able to call my parents. I wouldn't be able to research. I wouldn't be able to do anything. And
Brother,
when we say phone here,
I don't
we're
know.
talking about all electronic devices. No phone, no laptop, no TV, no.
Do you actually understand what you're saying right now?
I
Do you
do
realize what you're
understand.
saying right now?
I do.
Brother,
I'll isolate myself, bro, and stay by myself.
do you know?
No, but it's like about you yourself, like in your own body. Like me, I don't feel comfortable in my
Sweat. Do you
own
know the
body
smell
without
of
that.
Maybe
sweat?
if it is during the summer, then maybe we have a valid rainbow. What
Even
about
in
winter,
the winter,
when you don't sweat at all?
like just your own.
No,
A phone, bro.
that says a lot about you. Let's move on.
Fuck you.
That says a lot
Why
about
do you
you.
always have to be a piece of shit?
That says a lot. How can you like stay for a week without taking a bath? Nah, that says a lot about you. Let's move on.
What if my breakthrough would come during that month and I don't have my phone? What if I'm gonna become a billionaire in that month and
Nah,
then
let it
I
go.
gave up my
Let
phone
it
full
go.
birthday?
Let it go.
Nah, bro. I don't think you're
I'll,
thinking.
I'll,
I
I'll
don't
get
think you
another
actually think it
opportunity.
is true.
No.
Okay, let's agree to disagree. So, the confession that I told you about. So, like, I think there was a reel that I watched on Instagram. I think it was asking people to like confess like the most down bad thing they did for a woman or anything in this section. So this guy says, I used to jerk off to Angry Birds. When I was about 13, I loved Angry Birds. I had every game and bought every toy they had. One day, I was playing Angry Birds when all of a sudden, the big red bird turned me on. I couldn't stand it. I was going crazy. I decided to pull out my big long wheelie and start jerking. I never, I never had felt so good. I soon continued to do this daily. I never got bored of it. That big red bird was so hot, and those blue ones were some cuties. But I'm glad I did conclude by saying I am glad to admit, and I still do
Uh,
it till this very day. My guy is fucking jerking off to an angry bird.
I
A
didn't have to listen
game.
to the whole confession. When you just said jerking on Angry Birds.
Not even
Yeah, that
someone's
sounds
photo, not even
wild.
thinking about Angry Birds.
Angry Birds,
An
bro.
animation on your phone, on a screen.
Did you hear what he said?
That's
I
fucking
did.
diabolical, bro.
Why are you not saying anything?
I did say something. It sounds crazy.
Ah,
It's very weird.
this has to be one of the most diabolical things I've
A
ever heard in
diabolical
my life.
thing. Now that person is actually not normal. He's not normal.
Yeah.
We should actually like find him and help him. He needs
No,
help.
maybe just as
He
some
needs
like
help.
unique
You
fetishes.
can't do that.
Bro, this
He
guy
needs
said,
help. We have to find him.
What if you try helping him and he sneakily takes a picture of your braids and he beats his meat to it? And you find out.
Nah. He needs therapy. Brother
He
needs
needs
therapy.
God.
Yes, therapy won't be enough.
Therapy.
Therapy won't be enough.
Yes.
Yeah,
Going through a lot.
we need a supernatural
Maybe
power
just
for
not
this.
attracted to human beings is tend to birds. I mean, not everyone can be attracted to anything and can be
Oh,
anything. So,
Okay, guys, this is
I
another
mean,
one. This is the last one. You guys should just hear me out. So this guy said, when I was little, I would watch Paw Patrol on my grandparents' TV, and I don't know how to explain it, but the pink dog attracted me more and more and more with her snout and her tight little ass. A fucking dog, bro.
No, the thing is, right? It's so
And then,
crazy. People like getting attracted to cartoons,
let me
cartoon
finish. Let me
characters.
finish.
Nah, that's
And
why
he
I need to
said,
hear.
and he said, every day I would watch an episode that I had never got tired of it. Even today, I continue and I will continue to Diddy Kong my pineapple until I die of exhaustion. I'm fucking speechless, bro. I don't
Nah,
even know what to say
nah,
here
it's
because
crazy.
this
It's
is
crazy.
beyond a mind comprehension. Like,
It
how
is.
could someone be like that? Like, just imagine.
Nah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Mm-mm.
It's
yeah, I think
crazy.
people like just have the like really wildest fetishes, and like as for more people would never understand. I don't know.
Okay, let's
I
just leave
think
it like that because we don't want to
Yeah.
comment on these
We
things. We
can
don't
also
wanna.
like
We can be
or
cancelled.
discredit what people feel.
People are
Because that's
being.
what they feel.
People are getting cancelled these days.
Nah,
We don't
but
want to
see,
get cancelled.
see,
We're not gonna
guys,
say a lot
guys,
about these things.
fuck their feelings. This is fucking diabolical. You are attracted to a
let's
fucking
just
animation
let's just
and
leave
a
it.
dog for that matter.
Let's just leave it like that. We don't want to be cancelled. We just started, man. We just started.
Whatever you say,
We
bro.
can't be cancelled.
Whatever you say, bro.
Yeah.
Like you just let people do what they have to do, you know. As long as it's not personally affecting you, just let people be
I
them.
just can't believe that this person is the same species as me.
Right.
But it's okay. I mean, people will do what they want to do regardless of what you think about it.
Anyway, I
Yeah,
vowed
for
that I'm
sure.
not gonna say anything about this. Yeah. So I've seen this TikTok video recently of Selmor Mutukudzi. Do you know Selmor Mutukudzi? Do you even know Oliver Mutukudzi?
Yeah,
The
I
legend,
do,
the
I
man,
do,
the myth.
I do.
Yeah. So I saw this video of Selmor Mutukudzi breaking down on TikTok. She was breaking down on the stage, crying, saying a lot of shit. Did you see the video?
I did.
What do you think about that situation?
It looked like it was a very sad situation because, like, when she broke down, right, it seemed like it really came from deep down in her heart. It came from a place of like genuinely, sorry, being hurt and yeah, like she genuinely looked like she was hurt and she you know, like if you get to the point where like you actually sing or you are a performer and then you can like break down and not even be able to perform. Like it says a lot about
Says a
like
lot.
whatever emotion you're feeling. Like
Yeah.
it's too much to the point where you can't even like go through with your professional your professional commitments. Like you are
Yeah.
she looked like she was it hit her sorry on the heart, like right there on the heart.
Yeah. So like Selma, let me just say everything about the whole situation, right? So Oliver Mutukudzi, our musical father, he has this place, right? That he built from the ground called Pakarepa. It's like a musical art center. I think it's an art center where you just go and showcase your talent. But then, so there's this event that was gonna be held there, and it was about honoring Oliver Mutukudzi. And then Selma was not invited. She was not on the list of the artists that were going to perform there. So I think that was the major point of a breakdown. But then it also seems like it goes way back. Like it has been
I saw
building
she went on like a podcast
with DJ
her
Ola.
sister,
Yeah.
and they really like started to like break down everything and
It seems like they were being ill-treated from a very, very tender age.
I mean it's like a big thing like it happens very commonly where when you have to now stay with your step parents, whether it be a stepmother or stepfather, and you get treated differently from the kids of that stepmother or that stepmother, or even if they don't have their own kids, like you end up being like you treated, and then your own parent is like not saying anything about you, like they are acting blind to the whole situation. Like it's a thing that happens very commonly and it's very sad.
To all the men out there, right? If you think that you want to marry someone, don't do it if you are not sure.
No, but the thing is,
Don't do
like
it.
it's
And
not.
if it doesn't work when you get into the marriage, make it work, because you don't know how this affects the children that you have in your marriage. It really affects the children.
What I think is that like these men, right? You fall in love with this woman, right? As she is like as a woman, and maybe like when you're having these conversations of, oh, so I have kids and you have to stay with my kids, or they like sell them a story of what a type of stepmother they will be, right? And I feel like once these men are now in love, they're like really blind to like everything else that then happens in the house. You can't tell me, for example, like Oliver Mutukudzi, he was in the house where these kids were, where this stepmother was, but I don't think he would explain the how the whole story happened the same way the kids would explain, or the same way the stepmother explained, because that man is in love with this woman and he wants it to work. So I think they like have a certain blindness to what is happening, or they choose to ignore it so that it works for the woman because they are in love like that, like that. I don't know which is which, but it's very hard to tell how the woman you are marrying is going to react to your kids, or how they're going to treat the kids. And once you're in love and you're in the situation, it's also hard to like ngoramba mono because ask
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also
yeah.
you're not really, you can't really see it as it is because they're never gonna do it in front of you straight up, like how they treat the kids and stuff. Most of the time, like these men will be like busy, they're never at home all the time. So that's how the stepmothers even have the like chance to mistreat these
Yeah,
kids because
to
like
treat them.
the man is like is busy, he's never there, or is there at a minimal time. So it's that short window where the man is not there. It's where these women like do what they do. And like it can be a situation where even if the kid, if you decide to like report about your stepmother to your stepfather, you can even be in a situation where he doesn't believe because he genuinely has this picture of a certain woman that they married. And so I think that's how these situations happen because I don't think a father ever wants like the worst for their child, or they want like a woman to come and mistreat their child or anything, but it just happens.
Yeah, Selma and Sandra were not happy. They were
Yeah.
they literally looked at they wanted to cry the whole podcast with DJ Ola.
Yeah, and they were like literally still respecting the woman, calling her mama. And, like, remember, like when you saw it, I'm like,
I respect
bro,
them for that.
she's actually calling her mama. Like
Mama,
you couldn't
yeah.
tell the difference between her. She was talking about her birth mother and the stepmother. Like she respected her. But the thing she had to
The
say
only
about
did you watch those African movies where the stepmother will be ill treating their
her for
children?
sure.
I think that's what exactly happened. From the way they were
Maybe not as
explaining their
deep as
situation.
that.
Nah, as deep as like that. Because the way they was explaining their situation, like she
Yeah.
would tell like she would take her own children to a party, right, and leave these two.
Mm, for sure. Ah,
It was that bad.
it's a lot. They look like they went through some trauma.
Yeah.
They, but I hope they heal. I hope like everyone who ends up having the bad side of a stepmother, because like I've seen with my own two eyes kids that were raised by stepmothers and they call those people their actual mothers because they treated them like how their own mother would treat
Oh,
them.
really?
Mm.
Hmm.
Like my own, yeah, but I've seen it firsthand. Like a stepmother who treats their kids so good that like outsiders will never tell that that's a stepmother.
Okay, let me rephrase. Fathers, please pay attention to your children
Yeah,
and talk
that's
to
what
them
you should
more
do. That's
and
what, yeah,
understand.
that's what
Yeah.
you should say. Like,
Okay, so when we were talking about DJ Ola, when we mentioned about DJ Ola, did you? I think yeah, we mentioned about DJ Ola. I then thought about someone who is trending in our country right now, Mr. Holiten Mukudze. So I don't know if that guy is just a way for him to trend or he actually needs help.
No, only thing paying like he can't be crazy. Like that can't be real. Like what he does, surely not. I think like yeah, he knows exactly what he'll be doing. Like Anya so exactly
Because the
Jari.
confidence that he has when he will be talking about the BS that he will be talking about, it's on
Right.
another level.
My thing is like he always picks like Zinjofarabudwese or like something like everyone is doing or down with or doesn't have a problem with,
Yeah.
then like that thing is what you like have a problem with, and then like it will rile people up, and then we start talking about him. So I think he is one of those people like, mm, he takes the saying bad publicity is still publicity, like
Bad
very
publicity is still
seriously.
publicity.
Yeah, like he
Because it seems
doesn't
like
care.
it's actually working out for
Yeah,
him.
because we
It's
care.
trending.
Like we'll be in the comments, whether we are complaining, whether we are bashing him, whether we are dissing him.
But you'll be
At the end
there.
of the day, we'll be there. Like you get the
Damn.
likes, you get the comments. I don't know like what the purpose of it is, but nah, no, because she's
Because maybe some viewers don't know what he's doing right now. So Holy Ten, he just woke up and started making comments and tweets about things that were happening in Zimbabwe, things that were trending, especially the Fira Dendi. Let me read something out. He was like, I'm not feeling this Fira Dendi bullshit. BS. It's unhygienic, it's not giving. By mangwana ndikuda kumuka singachataura.
You see, statements like that, like by Mangwana, like who are you?
Brother
even?
was
Like,
done. Who are you? He's acting like he's on top. We are his children. We
I
have
mean,
to.
until you be like the last time he could like he was like Japri Sampana.
He was Jabres and
Who would say that?
Winky D, mwana wangu.
You think that's normal? Like, nah, he knows exactly what you'll be doing. Like,
Right?
no.
Maybe that guy will be
There's
high
no
on
way.
something. I need to know what he actually takes. Because brother will be spitting out a whole lot of BS.
Nah. Only Ten is a
Crazy.
case study. Like, I would really like a day in his mind.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's
Just
see
like
how
want
it
to
operates.
because
Bye-bye.
no, there's no way. But yeah, that's I think he's
But then
just,
also, right, there's this thing. I was also looking at the comments that people made on his post, on the post, the Fira Dent post, and then some people were now coming after his wife. What's her name? Do you know her name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. They were now coming after her. They were like, these comments are less than your wife's body count. Can you imagine? How can you say you guys shouldn't be that violent to that boy?
I see the thing is now, if you take to the internet to insult and say crazy things about other people, then you must be ready for God to also say crazy things about you.
True.
Whether directly to you or someone you're associated with, people will like, because you are the one with like Tanga, right? And then you can't expect like
Because if you're an artist, right, it's not just you. You bring like your whole family is now out
celebrities
there.
like anyone well known.
Yeah.
It's now everyone.
It's now
involved
everyone
with it.
involved. I think that's why artists like Winky D and Jabreza really don't
Keep their stuff private.
They keep their stuff private and they don't get engaged into social media violence and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's also to keep your family safe.
For sure, because
That only 10 should consider that.
Because
now
the internet is fair game.
his family is now in danger. He's now in danger.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you would rethink it one day, you know. No.
What?
There is no way he just drank that water from it.
Oh, I saw it from the Haitian president. The Haitian president just took his and started drinking out of it. So I just thought maybe that's how we do things now. Is how they do it up there, the royal people, you know.
And you're like, let me join the train.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's everything wrong with it.
What's wrong with it?
For example, the water is literally fell out the first time you drink it. Like that's why cups were invented. Even I think it happened to the president. Was it a president?
The
like
president.
You know, like the water was going everywhere.
Brother was stressed. I think they asked him a question.
Like some assistants to like put the water in a glass or like
in a glass,
smaller bottles or
yeah.
I don't know.
crazy.
I'm against this.
So also there's this war between the Israelis and the Palestinians. I'm
Yeah,
sure
and
you
I
have
think
heard
like
about
we
that.
all know.
Yes, so
There's a lot.
apparently it has stretched into Lebanon. So I think, not think, I know Lebanon sent some missiles to Israeli, and now Israelis are now responding to Lebanon. There's been
Yeah,
so
'cause
there
I
have been
did.
so many casualties, so many deaths, so many injuries in Lebanon. People have been injured. It's now stretching. I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon.
Yeah, that because clearly because like this has been going on for
It
a
has been,
while.
and some other countries are also being involved. I think it's not
Yes.
just Lebanon, and also Syria and Iraq. Is it Iraq or Iran? They are also now being involved in the whole situation. So it's crazy. I just don't like the fact of people dying.
Right, it's just a sad thing when like human beings are killing other human beings, and
Yeah,
there's just so much violence in
yeah.
the world.
These wars have to stop. These wars have to. And I also think I also Russia and Ukraine. It's still ongoing. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, that one never really ended.
It's
Did it?
crazy. People should just stop, and we should be doing
Uh,
better things than killing each other right now.
there's just so many political issues and territory issues that
Yeah,
go on, and then now there's just so much violence and war in the world. It's a sad reality that
it's
like
very, very sad.
it's the world that we're living in where people are dying, and it's sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope it's figured out somehow.
So anyway, we have come to the. Do you have anything else to add?
No.
You done?
Wait, no, I do have something to say.
Please indulge us.
Do you guys know do you know the meme that goes like, I'm just a baby. I'm
Oh
just a
yeah,
baby.
yeah, yeah.
This podcast, we're just a baby, guys. You need to love us and help us grow, support us, you know.
Yeah.
So like, thank you guys for watching. Like the last episode. Yeah, people watched.
Yeah. People actually commented and
Yeah.
gave
But
us
I
their
think
own
like
reviews.
most of you when you were watching, you forgot to just leave us a like,
Oh yeah, we
and
can
to
just have so
actually
many views.
subscribe. Because like guys, subscribing is just like once. You won't have to subscribe every time you watch. Like
It's just one
after you
time.
just watch, just like take 1 second and just
And just subscribe.
subscribe. And then when you watch every episode, also just take 1 second to be like, it will just give us the morale to
This
keep
will
doing
be
this.
the best thing that you have ever done in your life. I promise you. Just subscribe to this channel. We are going to give you bangers after
Yeah.
bangers. I
Yeah.
promise.
That's basically I just wanted to like thank the people for like showing us love,
Yeah,
for
thank you
actually
so much,
like
guys.
watching.
Thank you so much.
Like it means a lot. But yeah, and to just us not don't forget to leave us a like, tell us your thoughts in the comments,
Yeah.
like also tell us what you think about what we said, because it's like a conversation.
It's
We're
like a
just
conversation. We
talking.
also want to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we're just talking, we're just
Yeah.
chilling here, just talking. So like let us know what you also think. Yeah, basically just don't forget to leave us a like. If you can comment, at least a like, and to actually subscribe. But yeah, that's basically all I had to say. It was good chilling with you guys today.
It was. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we want from you. So, thank you. Ngiyabonga.
Tino Tinda.
Tinotenda. Yes, those are the only languages that I know.
Messi.
Messi. Is that thank you?
Yes.
Yeah, and Teshekila. All right. Peace out.
We don't know. But Messi is thank you, right? It is in French.
Isn't it